Welcome to the Freak Show. Let's review episode 4 of American Horror Story Apocalypse and spoiler warnings for those out there who have not watched the episode. This episode was written by Tim Miner and directed by Cherie Folkson. Now, I'm already giving this episode a perfect 10. It starts you out hard and excited, and it hits you multiple times with fucking awesome surprises and unexpected reunions. And it's all thanks to Michael Langdon. Hail, writers of AHS! This episode starts with Miss Mead's relationship with Michael when he was younger. Sadly, we don't see Constance or how Michael ended up in Miss Mead's care. And then after the flashback, Michael senses the presence of the witches in the outpost. Now, Cordelia is downstairs with Myrtle, Madison, Coco, Mallory, and Dinah. She reveals that she placed an identity spell on Mallory and Coco so they wouldn't remember who they are. And it's because that Mallory is very special and they need her help. Dinah reveals that she isn't there to help anyone, and Madison says that they don't need her backwards voodoo help. Now, guys, I wonder if she's implying that Dinah is Marie Laveau or is Marie Laveau light. And also, I think this answers our question that Coco kind of always knew who Mallory was, but I guess there was an identity spell on her, but it was on her to always keep Mallory in her presence. Now, when Michael comes down the stairs, he convos with the witches, all saint-like, acting like a little baby who thinks he just won the longest game of life ever. Myrtle says she never thought the world would come down to witches and warlocks, making us gasp because she finally reveals that Michael is indeed a warlock. Now, the first scene after the opening credits takes place 3 years before the apocalypse. We finally get to see my favorite actor, Billy Porter, this season. Guys, I'm so excited. He's a teacher at the Warlock School and part of the council. All of you out there who theorized that Outpost 3 was a previous Warlock School, you were all 100% correct. This is the Hawthorne School of Exceptionally Young Men. So y'all have an excellent eye. I'm so honored you share your theories with me, guys. Now, we see the Warlock Council come together because Ariel thinks that he's found a new warlock for the school. Now, the counselors are John Henry Moore, that's Cheyenne Jackson, Mr. Shabley, which is Billy Porter, Baldwin, I forgot to write down who he is, but he was, from a lot of great movies. And finally, of course, Ariel, the Grand Chancellor. Ariel thinks that it's possible Michael could be their supreme, which in the Warlock version is an alpha, the one that they've been waiting for from their prophecy. Now, the reason we don't hear of warlocks too often is because they're not as strong as their sister witches, and none of them can perform the 7 wonders. Ariel takes Michael from jail and to the school, which is, of course, later the outpost. We also see a touch of Michael's cruel nature to his magic. Now, when Ariel takes Michael to the Outpost 3, well, of course, the school now, he explains that it was once a beautiful school until Cordelia went public, which forced them to go underground. A month after the Warlocks welcome him in, Michael is asked to perform tasks to see what level he's at. The councils, all of them are at level 3s, and only a 4 is basically a supreme. Now, guys, I know I'm going to probably enunciate some of these wrong, so don't kill me in the comments. The 3 tests consist of scrying, the ability to see things in a reflective surface, saliere perspatum, the ability to transform yourself through physical space, and lastly, stericidium, the ability to change the weather, I guess. Now, Michael exceeds all of the tests and wins over Ariel's thinking that he is the alpha. John Moore does believe that there is a malevolence to Michael's powers, but he's pretty much squashed by his colleagues and kind of goes along with their accepting for the ride. Please allow me to give a quick shout out to my patrons whose generosity pay for the prizes I give away and improvements to the channel, such as more videos and short AHS funnies. Alicia, Mia, and baby Jalen George, No Tell Hotel, Michael Mullins Wright, Jeremy Oren, Vic and Start, Kenny Joseph, Joseph Anthony, Don Ford, X Misa, Scott Bryant, Jill Post, Irish Melly, Ray Myers, Rez Ramirez, John Morgan, Connor Thane, Cody Spencer, Suki Fawn, Shane, Mike Gedney, and Debbie Ebby. To become a patron and earn tons of rewards for just $1, click on the link in the description. Next, we move over to Miss Robichaux's Academy. Zoe, our girl Zoe is back, guys. She's teaching a class and we see that Mallory is in it. Cordelia kind of comes and observes the class, and Zoe tells Cordelia that Mallory is exceptional. And needless to say, I think Cordelia agrees. Mallory did tell Zoe that her bloodline goes back to the witches of Salem. Important clue there, guys. Myrtle comes in to tell Cordelia that they've been summoned to the Hawthorne School for Exceptional Young Men. And Myrtle wins the one-liner award this episode when she says, "Airline food lunch when I've made reservations at Galatore's. It's just too cruel." So they go to the school, and we still don't know where the school is, but seeing the natural elements around it is very interesting to kind of help us speculate. Ariel tells the witches that they have found a warlock that rivals a supreme and wants Cordelia to give him the Seven Wonders test. She says no because Misty died during the Seven Wonders. And the warlocks call Cordelia out for not including Queenie in the meeting. And Cordelia explains how she went to the Hotel Cortez to try to get Queenie out. And guys, we see James Patrick March in this episode, and I was so happy to see him. I literally hugged my laptop. Queenie is playing cards with March and is stuck inside the hotel. Cordelia admitted that even her magic couldn't get Queenie out. And that's like her greatest failure as Supreme. So she pretty much shuts down the warlocks, refusing to test Michael because she doesn't want him to needlessly die. Though I do understand, why she shut down the test. She did, to me, seem a little sexist towards the warlocks. I mean, I understand that their testosterone prohibits them from accessing their full powers. However, they did seem a little snooty in this meeting. And maybe that was just me. I liked it and thought it was really funny. But I mean, am I the only one who got that? Now, maybe I should have given Cordelia the one-liner of the week award when she told Ariel that she's the fucking Supreme and makes the decisions. Guys, sometimes I feel like shouting that in my everyday life. So Michael is, I guess, subconsciously hearing this, and he goes to get Queenie from the Hotel Cortez. And I loved James Patrick March's reaction to seeing Michael and recognizing how evil he is. Even March knew that Michael was a powerful person and could get Queenie out. So Michael also gets Madison back as well. And I can certainly admit when I'm wrong, guys. I was certainly wrong on these two theories. Michael is the one who gets both girls back from the dead. So I was certainly wrong on my theories, but it was so much fun to theorize with you guys. I loved seeing Madison stuck in her hell as a sales girl from a department store. My best friend did that when she was in college, and I remember some of the horror stories that she told me. When Michael offers Madison a way out, she says, "What's the catch? Do I have to blow you or something?" He says no, and she says, "When we get out of here, can I?" That's just such good writing. So Madison is so happy to see Queenie that she hugs her. That was just so odd, but it was weird. You know, it was great to see, I guess. It was just a great little reunion, and Michael tells her, you know, that they are coming back, and she says, "I promise you I'll be good." And he says, "There's no fun in that." So just as the witches are about to leave the Hawthorne School, Michael shows up with Queenie and Madison. And poor Cordelia is so shook with how sexy Michael Langdon is that she fucking faints. I mean, I guess I can't blame her. You know, some of you out there, you still don't have wigs anymore from how hot he is, especially in this scene right here. I mean, my God, he's so hot. Now, I don't know if I can articulate how much I loved this episode. It hit me with so many wonderful actors, characters, and reunited me with some great ones, and even punched me in the cooter bone with surprises. So as y'all know, I love your theories and ideas, so make sure you leave them below. And what do you think of episode 4 of Apocalypse? I'm giving it a perfect 10, especially for answering a lot of our fan questions and theories. Now, if you'd like to support the channel, leave a like or a dislike and subscribe. Link to my group, The Freaks of AHS, is in the description. Weekly Wednesday live streams are every single Wednesday, and Beyond the Horror, my unofficial American Horror Story after show, is every Wednesday night immediately following the current episode of American Horror Story Apocalypse. Watch out for more theory videos, and thank you so much for watching, and beware of sexy scaffage.
Beware of sexy scaffage.
AHS Apocalypse premieres Wednesday, September 12th on FX.